So welcome back everyone, Mike here. It is Wednesday morning, and check this out. Can you see all that green? I planted this grass exactly 7 days ago. That is crazy how quick that's coming up. The reason is, right after I planted it, that same day, we had rain Wednesday afternoon, then a whole bunch of rain on Thursday, and then some more rain on Friday. But yeah, exactly 7 days, and it's coming in pretty nice. So all I did here was spread some good topsoil, probably about 4 inches, smoothed it up with the excavator and the box blade on the BX, and then I hit it with that aluminum landscape rake, did some handwork, and then I seeded it with my trusty Earthway even spread seeder. I've had this for several years. Works really, really good. If you're looking for one of these, I will put a link in the description. This one's a little bit jacked up. I've been kind of hard on it, but it still works great. Now later today, actually the next couple of days, I think we're supposed to get some on and off showers. So I'll probably be mowing this in about a week and a half if we get more rain. I haven't watered it myself, but Mother Nature's been taking care of that. But anyway, I have 2 really good stories to share with you from yesterday. Sometimes you have those little victories with your children, and yesterday I had one of those victories. So before I tell you about the little victory I had with one of my kids, yesterday morning they came to tear down the tent. You saw that the first part of this video, and it was a hot one like it is today. It's been very hot and humid. I think Saturday was the last really nice day, the day we had the wedding. It was about 75, no humidity. But anyway, they came yesterday. That tent was a 30 by 60. They got it all torn down. I had all the tables and chairs. I had some help. We stacked everything up, and they got rid of that. And then I used the excavator to pull all the pins out, because they had to put those big tent stakes in. They must have been over 3 feet long, about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches in diameter. And I used the excavator to pull them out because they put them in with a jackhammer. So we got that all out of the way. And then we started loading up my dump trailer and my truck, Hannah's car, Tyler's truck. And it wasn't until late yesterday afternoon. What time did I leave yesterday?
3:30, I think.
Yeah, I left about 3:30, and I moved all their stuff out to their new place in State College, PA, which is about 3 hours from here. And they'll be back here on a regular basis, and that's not the plan, to stay out there eventually. We'll see where they end up. It looks as though they do like this area, though, and they'll probably stay in this area, but they have to spend about another year out around State College. So that brings me to last night. I got home about 11:30 last night or something with the dump trailer and all that, and we got home. But anyway, when I went out there, Hannah's landlord, their landlord out there, super nice guy. They went through like a agency or something, you know, like
right, for the rental. They can handle the rentals. So.
Like a management company. And then he wanted to meet them. And Hannah told me he has a sawmill. He's got a Kubota tractor, like a 0-turn mower, and a dump.
I said,
dump trailer.
I said, Hannah, did you ask him if he watches Outdoors with the Morgans YouTube channel?
And she was like, no.
No, he would have said something.
Yeah, and Hannah's just kind of quiet, but she never mentioned our YouTube channel or anything like that to this guy. And we were teasing her about it. Why don't you tell people about it? You know, I never did for the longest time, but then I feel comfortable doing it now, but Hannah's just not there yet. So last night we get everything moved into the house, and it's real hot, and I said, let's go meet your landlord. And I said, it's kind of funny because it's like you're still living at home, but you have to pay this guy now, you know what I mean? So Tyler went over, knocked on his door. He said, sure. And he comes out, and a super nice guy, and he's like, you're Mike from Outdoors with the Morgans. He already watches our channel. And I kind of figured with all the stuff that he had, if he's on the internet, he's seen us before. But we talked for a half hour, 45 minutes about sawmills and different lumber and 0-turn mowers. And I think he's actually in the market right now for a Kubota 26, B26. It's that little commercial loader backhoe.
Good choice.
They're a beast. But it was really funny because you know, Hannah didn't want to mention it, and here he had already watched the videos, so that was pretty cool. And the other thing I wanted to tell you guys about was Melissa is always the one that talks to everybody, huh? When we go places.
I do. I talk to everyone. And in fact, I will leave a conversation from talking to somebody at a store, and my kids will say to me when we get in the car, oh, did you know that person? Did you go to school with them? Did you grow up with them? I'm like, no, why would you think that? They're like, well, I heard you talking about when you were in the 3rd grade, some story. I'm like, oh yeah, something she did just reminded me of something from the 3rd grade. So then I share this story.
So last night, it was me that did this. Do you ever get those spam calls on your phone? You'll get like a phone number, somebody calls you. It's usually someone, you know, they want your credit card number, you know, sell you solar stuff or something. It's all a scam. But what they do, they use anybody's phone number, and it pops up on a caller ID so it looks like a real person. So anyway, I get a call from somewhere in Oregon last night, and I think that's when I was unloading all the stuff at Hannah and Tyler's new place. Well, when I got in the truck, you know, I was reluctant, but I called it back, and it just got somebody's answering machine. I hang up, and about a half hour later, I'm on the road, I get a phone call. They're calling me back, and it's some lady. The number was from Oregon, but she actually lives in Arizona. She's like, hey, I'm returning your call. And I go, I was returning your call. And she's like, I didn't call you. And then we talked about the spammers and all that stuff. And she's like, yeah, you know, and I explained they just take anybody's phone number. And she said, the only reason I answered is because I'm getting ready to sell my house, or I'm trying to sell my house right now. And I said, well, I'm sure you'll sell it very quickly because the way the housing market is. She said, yeah, it won't take long. And we got to talking for about 45 minutes last night on the way home. But I heard their whole story. I told them about our YouTube channel, and while I was on the phone with her husband was looking it up, and they're very nice people, musicians, and they're getting ready to move, and they're selling their house in Arizona. She sent me the Zillow listing, but that is just not like me at all to do that. But yeah, we talked for 45 minutes to some lady I never met, and but there's very nice people out there, and it was kind of interesting how it all just happened, you know. Now you, on the other hand, everywhere you go, you do that kind of thing. And usually I'm the one that's like, let's go, Melissa, let's get out of here. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's true.
Oh, she talked about Flagstaff, Arizona, not far from where her house is, and the fire danger there. And I'm talking about the trees here. And it was pretty neat. It's a good way to pass the time, too, when I had a 3-hour trip to get home last night. So daughter Eva just joined us. But what were you saying, Melissa?
So on a previous live, I mentioned that I think with all the people sending us license plates, and they put their name and their address and their email, and I've been sending out thank you cards, but some people have been putting their phone numbers. So I think we'll randomly call a subscriber.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And if we're traveling, that's, like you just said, it's a good way to pass the time. But I did try calling Australia and realized that, or was it New Zealand?
Australia.
Okay. Was it Boyd?
I don't know.
Paul Boyd. Yeah, he sent us all of these great license plates and kangaroos, and it was pretty cool. But I tried calling him, and it said my Verizon, I couldn't call that person.
Yeah.
So I have to get international calling.
So Eva, do you want to discuss today's events or not?
So, let's just say I failed my driver's test for the 2nd time today.
She failed her driver's test.
Second time today, just the second time.
No, 2nd time. But
that happens. It went back to, today opened up. So, right, it went back to road course.
Yeah, it went back to the road course. So Eva failed her test last week. She did not come to a complete stop, and she was a little bit nervous. Well, this week we did the practice the parallel parking, and there's a spot out the road there at the township building where they have a thing set up. And she did it like 40 times in a row, absolutely perfectly. No problem at all. And so we were feeling good about today. And before, we didn't focus much on that kind of stuff, just her driving. And I kind of drive home the defensive driving thing and all that. She's been doing really well. So yesterday she wanted to practice parallel parking. We went out. That's another reason I didn't leave till late to go to State College. Today we went out first thing this morning. She did it another 20 times, no problem at all. Well, we got there today, and they're doing back to on the road course. You know, they'll go out on the road. But the first thing was the parallel parking, and she bombed it. There was 2 instructors. One was in training, Then the normal instructor, I had to get out of the car. I was waiting inside, and I think just the stress got to you.
But last week you were in the car.
Yeah, last week I was in the car.
There's a lot of changes going on for both the instructors and the student drivers. So it's a change for everybody, but it'll be fine.
I was shocked because you did so well this morning and yesterday. I was kind of telling her how I'd do it yesterday, and today I was just riding along, and she nailed it every time. I said, just do it again, and didn't work so well with two driver.
Well, talking about doing it again, I walk the trails, I come back, I grab the dogs. I'll be darned if two of my dogs did not get sprayed with a skunk again.
Yeah, not as bad as last time.
And it wasn't Archie, and I'll tell you why it's not Archie. Because Archie wants to be first. So you know what I say to him? Arch, let's go, let's go, let's go. I can run him on that trail, and he's out ahead, And Rue and Piper are kind of like, what's over here?
Yeah.
Mosey over. And I guess I didn't see a skunk. When I got back, I could smell them when they got a little closer to me. I'm like, one of them got sprayed, and then I realized two of them got sprayed.
I could definitely smell it, but it wasn't as bad.
Yeah, I did go buy the stuff at Tractor Supply, the skunk spray stuff. That helps.
I think what happened was there was a mama skunk and 5 little ones, and they all split up.
Yeah.
Levi got pictures of a little one the other day. A little one got Cliff and Jeannie's dog, but all those woods back there, they got the whole area covered right now.
Their own. Yeah, they realized that the pandemic's over. Eviction notices went out, and boom, all these little baby skunks are living on their own.
Yeah.
And it's during the day, because I've researched where, like, they're not out during. Don't worry about skunks in your area. They're not out during the day.
Oh, they are.
These ones are.
Yeah. So those are the updates we have. Victory with daughter Hannah. So Eva, you tell people about our channel, right?
Yeah, I do.
A lot of her friends subscribe. She has some friends that are young boys that are into like landscaping and stuff like that. They watch it, and so maybe Hannah will be more comfortable sharing in the future. Eva failed her driver's test. Dogs got sprayed by a skunk, and I'm ready to get back to work.
And check out Morgan's Off the Leash. I'm going to have one final. I haven't done any final videos on the wedding, but I am putting everything together. You know me. It's always a surprise. The element of surprise on Morgan's Off the Leash. So go check that out. It'll be up hopefully in the next day or two.
All right. So like we always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, share them with your friends.
Thanks.